Hello, everybody, and welcome into another edition of the Michigan State Spartans Insider Podcast. A big weekend for Michigan State football on the recruiting trail. Another one, as Michigan State landed three commits, all defensive, and that makes their last five commits, all on the defensive side of the football, all in the month of June. Remember, going into June, Spartans only had four commits from the class of 2026. Things weren't looking great. All of a sudden, we're looking at 8 days gone now in the month, and Michigan State has nine commits in total from the class now. So let's look at some of those recent commits on Friday. You had KJ Derisso, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. Three-star corner from Georgia. Um, that's big to be able to get a recruit from SEC territory, of course. Um, all three of the commits this weekend were all from the South. You then look at um, Elijah Caldwell Hardy, um, safety from Florida. That was today, Sunday, and then um, three-star defensive lineman Christopher Knowles Jr. um, from Texas. Big recruiting state, of course, with Texas. And like I said, all of a sudden, you're up to nine commits from the class. Um, the you're bringing in defensive guys. Originally going into June, you only had four, and they're all on the offensive side. So there was the question of one, why can't you get any recruits um, this spring? And two, why none defensively? I know there's still the knock that, hey, where are the four stars? Well, people have to remember, I mean, it's a process, and yeah, even though Michigan State is where it is, um, probably should be more four stars on campus, but there will be more this month. Um, they've got some pretty big recruits still coming. Next week, it's going to be a big weekend. You got 11 um, prospects coming in. That one, I'm expecting to see more commits come out of that one, but you're getting bodies now. You're building up the class, four star or not. You know, to me, the stars ratings doesn't mean a whole lot. I mean, as long as you're good at developing, which I think Michigan State is, they've got a great coaching staff, then you can make do with whatever. We knew they weren't going to bring in, you know, top shelf recruits this offseason. But more and more prospects, they're it's clear Michigan State is making an impression on their official visits. They're loving the campus, loving the staff, and that's all you can ask for. I mean, the goal was to make the most out of these official visits, and they're doing that. Um, I had um, let's see, they had two last weekend, and then the three um, so far this weekend, and already have really, flipped the outlook. Um, and they're doing exactly what they need to be doing, and that's, you know, um, making making strong impressions. Um, and I think that. that these are wins for Michigan State, and I think that this start to official visit season has really been great for them. Uh, and we knew that this was going to be their opportunity to really turn things around on the recruiting trail. And I think they're doing that so far, and I think you will see some four stars commit. Um, and like I said, next weekend it's going to be a big one. You might see some, um, maybe even by next Monday. We'll see. We'll keep you guys updated with that. We've got Caleb Sisk, our recruiting guy, talking to recruits every day, and he's on top of it, and he's done a great job for us. So read his stuff, which you can find on Michigan State Spartans on SI, where we're giving you tons of daily content. Thank you guys so much for reading it and for tuning in. Very much appreciate it. And I hope you all had a great weekend, and I hope you have a great start to your week ahead. Thanks, everyone.